Hello and welcome back. In this lesson, we will be covering how to create and edit shapes and text in Figma. You will learn how to draw and customize shapes as well as add and format text for your designs. By the end of this session, you will be able to confidently work with shapes and text in Figma. Let's get started. Creating and editing shapes and text. So this is what we'll be looking at. Okay, let's look at our notes. Already have notes prepared. What are shapes in Figma? Shapes are basic design elements used to create buttons, cards, containers, sections, icons, layout structures. Shapes are the building blocks of UI design. Very, very important. Shapes are the building blocks of UI design. Common shape tools in Figma: shape tool and the shortcut. So we have rectangle tool, which the shortcut is R. We have ellipse slash circle. You can call it ellipse, you can call it circle, but in Figma it is called ellipse. So the shortcut is O. We have line tool, which is L, the shortcut L. Arrow tool, shift plus X. Polygon dash star dash. So rectangle tool function used to create buttons, cards, input fields, containers. That rectangle is very important. It is used to create buttons, card, input fields, containers. So the shortcut is R. Creating a rectangle. The first thing is you select the rectangle tool, click and drag on the canvas, release to create the shape. Editing a rectangle tool. Students can edit the width, the height, the fill color, the border color, the corner radius, opacity using the properties panel. Earlier in the course, I said that for adjustment, for editing, to customize your object, you are going to use the properties panel. So we have corner radius. Corner radius controls how round the edges of a shape appear. So you can look at circle. Function can be used to create profile images, circular icon, status indicator, shortcut 0. To create a perfect circle, hold shift while dragging to create a perfect circle. We have the line tool, which can be used as function is used to create dividers, borders, connection. You have the pen tool used for drawing custom shapes and parts. Okay, so now let's look at it. So let's go to Figma. Let me still use this file that we created. Okay, but I'm going to go to page 2. Let me okay. I'm going to go to page 2. All right. Okay, let me add frame. I'm going to use desktop frame. So let me add a desktop frame. Now, coming again to the toolbar. So this time no longer frame, but we are coming to shape tools. You click the drop down, you see the rectangle. You can use it to create rectangle. So you click and drag something like this. You see the line. You need to create line. To make it perfect, you press and hold the shift so that it won't shape. Then when you release it, you come to the properties panel. You see the weight. You can increase the weight to like 5. You can see now. Okay. Arrow. I need to create arrow. You can see work on the weight. Let me make the weight like 5. Then we have ellipse, which is also known as circle. You can use it to create, just click and drag to your choice. You can use it to create something like egg. Okay, what again? We have polygon. So you can use it to create this. Then you can determine the size, the count, which is 5, 7. So let me leave it at 5. I like the way the 5 is. So you can determine so we have star. Need to create star. So now that's what we call a perfect shape. If you want to draw square, a perfect rectangle. So I'll just pick the rectangle. What you will do is click and hold the shift key. So it's going to give you a perfect shape, a perfect rectangle. That is square. It's going to give you square. The same thing with circle. If you need a perfect shape, perfect circle, click and hold the shift key. Then you drag. It's going to give you a perfect circle. So now if you look at this, creating a perfect circle, hold shift while dragging to create a perfect circle. So I've done all this. Now let's look at, they say that you can edit the rectangle, can edit the width, the height, the fill color, border, color, corner radius, and so on. So let's go and do that. First, what are we going to edit? The width and the height. If I click on it, this is a width. I can change this to, let's say, 200. Then the height, I can make it 100. You can see that I can change this to, like, let's say 500. Let's just, then I can make this 150. So you can do that. Then what's the next thing? The fill color. If you come down, this is fill, this is the color. If I click on this minus, it's like I've removed the color. So, but the shape is still there, but there's no color. That is why it's blending to the frame. So you can now click on the plus to add color. Then you can change it to the color of your choice. So all the shapes here, you can use the same, do the same to give them colors. Like this one, you come down, you can change the color to anything. So color is a topic on its own. So when we get there, I'm going to teach you how to make use of colors. You understand? So, but for now, you can just do it like I'm doing. If you need any of this color, just click on that place. Click on, so just you play around with it. Then you come here and select it. So things are beginning to make sense now. What again? They say that the border color. The border color. Okay. We are getting to, I'll leave that for now. We are getting to stroke. I'll leave that for now. They say that corner radius. Okay. Another thing is the corner radius. This is it. If I put 200 here, you can see now. So what's the function of the corner radius? I think we say corner radius controls how round the edges of a shape appear. So you can see it now. If I take it to like 100, if I take it to 50, so depending 20, depending on how you want it to be. Also, if I take it to 0, then there's no radius. So also you can control it. If you click on this icon here, this is for the top left corner radius, bottom left corner radius. This is a top left, the bottom left. This one is for the top right corner radius, this side. This is for the bottom right, this side. So now I can choose this one to be 50. Only that place is curving. This one should be 100. So this one should be 25. So you can just play around with it individually. So just click on this place. You can play with it individually. So you can do the same to this. If I put it here, it means that I'm applying the same figures to all the corners, all the edges. If I click on the ellipse tool, you will not see the corner radius is not active because ellipse does not need it. So it's not all the shapes that need corner radius. So now let's move down. Okay, the pen tool. The pen tool. This is a pen tool. I need it to create. I need to create something like this. So you can give it a few color. Can remove the stroke. So can use pen tool, like you see that custom icons, illustration, advanced vector design. So it's a very important tool. It's a very important tool on its own. Understanding fill and stroke. Fill, the main color inside a shape. Stroke, the border or outline around a shape. Okay, there's something I've not done. I think opacity. Okay, if I have something like this, come down, you see the opacity. Now it's 100. If I change this to, you just make the object transparent. Change it to 50, 30, so take it back to 100. So you can just control it. You click and drag. So just control your opacity. Now, you can see now I have opacity. You can even see through it. But if it is at 100, you can't see the other object. If I change it to like 50, you can see the polygon through it because it's now transparent. All right. So let's proceed. Fill and stroke. So let's look at that using this. The fill, I've already show you how to use a fill. So this is a fill color, which you can change it to your choice, any color of your choice. So now the stroke, the border, we just click on the plus. This will come up, pop up. So now I'll change this to, let's say, green. I want to give it the weight. You can use the weight like 20. You can start seeing something making sense. I will use outside. So you can change the weight to 15. So you can just be adjusting it, change to 10, the weight to 10. So the color, the green now is the stroke color, while the is purple is the fill color. So you can add the same here, you can add stroke to it, you can make it 10, then you can change the color. So look at this. So stroke is the border or outline color around a shape. The main color inside a shape is known as fill. So another thing is, let's come back. Now I choose outside. If I choose inside, then if I should increase the weight, it's just like trying to overshadow the fill color. But with its outside, so the thing is just like hovering around the main shape. The outside is always the best option. So I'll leave it as 10 again. Depending on what you want to achieve, you can use inside or outside, but mostly you need to use outside. What is text in Figma? Text is used to communicate information in UI design. Examples: heading, paragraph, labels, navigation menus, button text. Text tool, the shortcut is T. So we are going to make use of text tool. Creating text, select the text tool, click anywhere on the canvas, start typing. Types of text in UI design. We have the heading text, which is always like bold, like welcome back. We have the body text, description or paragraph, label text, email address, button text like submit, editing text. Student can customize the font family, the font size, the font weight, the text color, the line height, letter spacing, alignment. So font family refers to the style of text. For example, you have the inter, roboto, poppins area. So these are known as font family, like Taoma, all those, they are known as font family. So now we have the font weight, which can be light, regular, medium, bold. So font weight controls text thickness. We have the text align can be left, center, right. So resizing text. Text can be increased or reduced depending on the design purpose. So let's look at the text. Okay, for this one, I will create another page, like page 3 for text. Let me see you bring frame. So now I'll go to the text tool. This is the text tool. I'll click on the text tool. Can type anything. What will I type? Okay, let me say UI UX design. Okay. First thing now I'm going to, you come to this typography. In the properties panel, you come to typography. Let me increase the size first so that I can see what we are doing. I'll increase the size. Okay, something like this. Then let's look at those things they say that we can do to text. Like the font family, the font size, the font weight. So let's look at that one. The font family is already enter, but you can change it. So you can even search for it. Let me search for Ubuntu. So you can see the font different. You can see this one. So all these are, you choose the one you need. Now the font size, which is what I did earlier, to increase the size. Okay. Now I will have the font weight. Do I need it light, regular, medium, semi-bold, bold, extra bold, black? So this controls the thickness. So I'll leave it as bold. What again? Text color. You come to fill. Whenever I want to add a color, always use fill. So I can change this to, all right, I can change the color. What again? The line and height. So this is it. Right now is in auto. I can use like 500, just some spaces in between. So let me leave it as auto. What again? Line spacing. So this is a line spacing. Let me do like 50. Just like you can see that. Let me return to 0. Alignment. Okay, for that one now, I will now come down and say course, UI UX design course. So currently it's left, align left. I can say align center, align right. So just play with it. All right. So what again? And that's all. So another thing is you can pick a text tool, you click and drag to have something like a paragraph, meaning that anything you type shouldn't go outside the box. That's what it means. Anything you are typing should be. So now it's outside, but now if I should reduce this thing, so it's very, very helpful. You can see, no matter what I'm doing, it won't go beyond this point. You can see now. Supposed to stretch to the other side, but it will not. You can't go beyond that point, this place and this place. You can't go beyond that. So as we are going to design, you will see how this thing plays out. What again? I've done the font family. I've done everything. Using shapes and text together. So shapes and text are often combined to create buttons, cards, navigation bars, forms. So shapes and text, they work hand in hand. So for example, now say creating a button. So I want to create a button. Say that step, create a rectangle, add text inside, align text properly, apply colors and borders radius. So let's do this task together. So I will delete this. So let's do this task. So I'm going to bring a rectangle. I want to create a button, something like this. Take it there. Then the corner radius, let's give it like 100, something like this. Then I'll pick my text tool and I will call it like, let's say login. Login. So I will take it here. Then I'll go to typography. I'll reduce the size to like 1840 is okay. Then I can select the two of these. To select this, I'll click on this one. Come to the layers. You know, layers is very, very important. Come to the layers. I'll click on this one. Then press and hold my shift or control. Okay, let me use press and hold the control. I'll click on the rectangle one. So I'll select the two together. So you can come to the position at the alignment. You can take it. So this is alignment is you can see, alignment is a topic on its own. So now I can change the color of this to like the fill color to, let's say, I don't know why I'm just using blue. I can now change the text color to like white. Change it to white. You can see now combining shape and text, you've been able to create a very nice and beautiful button like this. So that is it. I've done everything here properly. Importance of shapes and text in UI design. They help designers structure layouts, communicate information, create interactions, improve visual appearance. Best practices, design best practices. Use consistent fonts. Avoid using too many font styles. Very important. Maintain proper spacing. Do not overcrowd elements. Use readable font sizes. Text should be easy to read. Very important. Use appropriate colors. Ensure text contrast well with background. So that is it for this session. I think things are beginning to get serious. So that is it.